Hey everyone, welcome back to this channel once again. In this video, we are going to discuss how you can implement this basic design in Flutter. Keep watching this video till the end so that you can get full knowledge how you can implement any kind of design in Flutter in easy manner. So let's start the video without wasting any further time. This is Mangal, and if you are new to my YouTube channel then please do subscribe it, and if you really like my content then don't forget to share it with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get benefited from these videos. So now let's go to VS Code and create our new Flutter project.
Now I am on VS Code and I have already created a simple Flutter project which is visible to you all. This is a default app that gets generated when we create a new Flutter project either in VS Code, Xcode or Android Studio. For this video we will remove the basic code that is generated automatically and we will create our new widget or class so that we can implement our design from the scratch. Now let's create a new widget. Before that, let's remove this basic code that has already been generated by Flutter commands. I am removing my home page widget here and or the class from here. Now you can see here the error comes up because I have deleted the previous code or the my home page classes. Now go to leave directory and create a file called basic design, or you can give it any name according to your convenient. So I'm going to give it is a basic design because we are creating a basic design app. So just give a name basic design, then dot that, and here you can create either a stateful widget or a stateless widget just by typing two letters, and it will give you a hint what you actually want to create. Just type st and it will give you, and it is showing the hints like whether you want to go for a stateless widget or a stateful widget. Now I'm choosing stateful widget and will give a name basic widget or basic design to my class, and now import our import our library that is required for this class, material dot dot. For this also you can click control space and it will automatically show you the list of directories or the libraries that you need to import for your class. So I'm choosing material dot dot. Oh, we have some problem. Where is that problem? Let's do control Z, and there is some problem because I had typed it somewhere else. Now click here on the beginning of the class file and hit enter and go above and type import, and click control space, type something material dot dart, and there it is, the library that is required for this class. Now the errors are gone, but still there is one error for the constructor. As of now we don't need any constructor here. If it is needed then we will create the constructor and we will pass the parameter according to the requirement. Let's delete and save it, and now go to main.dart file and hook that basic widget here, basic design, and here, and it will automatically import. Now you can see the basic design appearing on the app bar of our app, a demo app. Similarly, you can create a body of scaffold where we can create n number of widgets or any other widgets that we want to create according to our requirements. Let me create a body inside this scaffold, and body can access any widgets like container or column or single cell scroll view. Other widgets can be added or hooked inside the body. So I'm creating a container, and inside the container I will accept another child widget as column. Column accepts a children, and this children is of array type, and array can accept any n number of widgets. So let me create a text field for entering our messages or any value. Text field has properties like decoration, controller, and other properties as well. You can see in the he you can see here. You can, and the best part of this VS Code and Flutter is if you just hover on the any widgets, you can see all the properties, or you can just type control space and you can see the properties listing in a list, so that you can see the documents and you can use it according to your requirement. So let's create a property, give it a null. I'll create another controller so that we can hook it with this given controller, and we can decorate this text field according to your requirement, and the decoration properties will accept a input decoration constructor. Input decoration is a constructor which can be used to decorate your widgets. You can give a level text, you can give a hint style. You just play around with these properties. I'm just creating a I'm just accepting a level text properties, and you can and you can type any value for your text field to showcase to the user to enter respective values. Enter your message would be a good one here, and just save it, and you can see the text field here. Let's create a button quickly to add our messages. I'm giving a sized box of height so that all the widgets will be having a gap between them of 10 or 15 size. I'm going to create a button, a flat button or a raised button. You can create any other button. I'm just going to create flat button, and flat button accepts a function where or a event on pressed event, and inside the child you can give a name to the button. I'm going to give it a name of add message. On clicking or on pressing this add message, we will add message to a list, and we will render that list so that the messages will be rendered in our view, which will be a list view, which will be rendered while adding the messages. That will be created later. Just create a button, and we have created a button, and if you want to color this button for this initial time, you have to wrap that flat button in a widget, or you can give a or you can add a property, color property of flat button itself, and you can give a color to it. I'm just giving a green color for adding purpose. Save it, and you can see there's a add message button. Now let's create a array of string or a list of string to hold our messages and to render in a view, a list view. So let me first create a controller, text editing controller for field, text form field. Text editing controller is a controller which will hold all the input value from your field. New text editing controller, just hit control and space, and you'll get the constructor, and just select it, and there you go. And keep one more thing in mind, that wherever you are using any controller or any other resources, don't you make sure that you dispose that controller or any other resources so that the app performance will be better when the memories used by controller or any other resources are free. So for disposing those controller, you can use a method or of stateful widget, or you can override a method of stateful widget to dispose that. Just type dispose, and you can see a method, and in to do dispose the text controller. You can see this difference if you build a complex UI or more page UI. So the reflection or the performance of the app can be observed or can be known at that moment. Text controller is added, and now let's create a list of messages which is of type string messages, give it a blank array, and create one more method to add messages. This is a method which will be used or which will be called while pressing the add message button to set the value. And to set the value and to render at that moment, you need to set the state of the object so that the value can be rendered in our list view, because without setting state it is not going to set your value in the list, because it needs to change the state of an object in Flutter in order to reflect in your UI or any other widget. I'm going to add my entered value inside the messages and just call the method add and pass the value which is available inside the text controller by using the dot operator text, by using the dot operator and call the text properties, and just go here and hook that add message button to our first method inside this open and close curly braces, or you can directly give it like here, you can give it, but as of now just put that method inside the open and closing curly braces. Now save it. Before saving, let's quickly create another widget to render our list view. Copy the size box widgets and paste below the add message button, and create a container widget of height of size height of 300. Why I'm creating a size of 300? Let's create a container of height 300 uh, because the list view which is going to be created inside a column widget cannot be used, because both the list and column are scrolling direction will be same, either top to bottom or bottom to top, so both cannot be used. In order to do that, you need to have a fixed size container which will hold the list view. Now let's create list view inside the child of container list view dot builder, and the builder accepts the context and an index of the list, and it should return any widget. For our case, we can return a container widget, and this container widget can have another child widget of text where we will show our messages, and messages can be paste or can get the messages we can get from the messages properties with the index available in the list view builder. Just save it and give a comma so that it will be formatted properly. And this list view builder has a property item count. Without item count it cannot render. It needs to know what are the sizes of the messages or size of the container or size of the list view it should build for rendering the messages. The size can be of messages length, and you can hit enter and save it. Now you can see there is no message or there is nothing visible here. We can add fast messages and enter messages inside the text field and click on add message button. Nothing happened, because let's check what has happened and why it is not rendering. Add message, and inside the add message I have given set state messages dot add text controller dot text. Why it is not working? Because inside the text field we haven't hooked the text controller. Now it should work. Let's type messages from me and press add message. You can see messages from me is visible below the add messages. Now the messages is not looking proper, we can decorate that messages with the help of decoration properties of container. Let me decorate these messages. Decoration box, decoration, and decoration access border radius to round the corner of any widget or container. Border radius has a constructor border radius which has a methods like all, circular, horizontal, only. Only is used for uh, a, only is used to decorate the corner of a particular side, left or right, or bottom left or bottom right. So let me use circular to let me use the circular method to decorate the whole side of the widget or container widget. Just to differentiate, give a color to this container so that we can see. I have given blue. Now you can see there is a message from me and another a blank container. We are not able to see that one. Give a height to this container of like 50 and give a padding to this container again so that there will be a gap between each messages. Now save it. There is no message on the top and the message is not on the center of the container. So let's center this message by wrapping with the center widget. Now you can see the message has been centered on the container. Still, the message should look proper and the message is in black color with the blue background. It's not quite looking good. Let's style it with property style, and this has a constructor text style. You can color it with the property colors and give a colors to it, colors of white. Also you can give font size of this text by just giving a font size property with your value. Now the text size has been increased along with the color of white. Similarly, if you want to remove the value from the list, you can do so by creating another button below add message. I am just doing it for clearing all the messages. Just copy this method, paste it, and just change the name of the method to clear message, and here you need to clear the array. I'm going to restart the application, and here you can see there is a overflow by 49 pixel that actually occurs when you are using a list view with more height, which is not actually fitting to this whole container widget. Now it's going, when you type any message it will come. Let me change the color of clear message to red. I'm see there you can see a 49 pixel. Now you can see there is a error, yellow color error that generally occurs when the widgets are being overflowed by the parent widget or the adjacent widgets. I'm going to decrease the size of the container which holds our list view to 200. Now the messages is or the error is gone. Let's add messages to our UI. First message, click, remove this first message. Second message. Similarly, you can add n number of messages, and you can clear these messages with the below button clear messages. Now the messages are gone. One more thing you can do, we can erase this data inside the field when we are clearing the messages. Let's go to the clear message method, and inside this set state, just call text controller dot text and assign a blank value to this controller. Just restart this app so that you can see the effect. Now the message is blank message. I'm adding it to the list and removing it from the list. Now the message is gone. So this is the so the so that's it guys for this video. In this simple demonstration I have shown